Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we were discussing about the electricity topic. In that electricity topic, we were discussing about the resistors in this series. So, if you want to draw the circuit diagram of the resistors which are connected in this series, so here we are going to take three resistors. So, let this be the first resistor, and this will be the second resistor, and this will be the third resistor. So which is connected to a source, that is nothing but a battery. So and those source is connected again to a ammeter. So this will be the minus and this will be the plus. Like this. Why it is plus? Since this terminal will be the positive terminal and this terminal will be the negative terminal. So the wire which is connected to this side is the wire connected to the positive terminal, whereas this wire is connected to the negative terminal. And this is the ammeter to check the reading of the current. In the same manner, let the resistors which are present in the circuit as R1, R2 and R3 which are connected in series. So the voltage supplied here is capital V. That is nothing but the total voltage supplied to this circuit is capital V. And the current flowing through this is I. So the throughout the current will be remain same. Already we discussed that case in the yesterday's class. So we already know that in the series connection the current will be remain same, but the potential difference, that is nothing but voltage, is going to change at every point of time. So if the voltage current pass through the R1 resistor, the voltage is going to fluctuate here, it is going to drop. R2 there is voltage drop is going to occur, R3 there is also voltage drop is going to occur. We already know that voltage is nothing but what? It is the work done in moving in one charge from one point to the another point. So if work is doing here, then that means energy is lost here. So we can say that at each point there is a loss of voltage, potential energy. So to check that potential energy, or to check that voltage, potential difference, we are connecting three different voltmeters. This is first voltmeter, this is the second voltmeter, and this is the third voltmeter. Right? So the voltmeter which is connected to the R1 resistor is showing reading of V1, and the voltmeter which is connected to the R2 resistor which is showing the reading V2, and the voltmeter which is showing connected to the R3 resistor which is showing the reading of V3. We already know that voltmeters are always connected in parallel. Since the voltage drop is occurring at each point of time, the voltage is different. For that reason, we are using three different voltmeters. So whatever the value here from this point to this point, the voltage from this point to this point will be equal to this. So what is the voltage here from this point to this point? That is nothing but total voltage which is given as V1 plus V2 plus V3. V1 plus V2 plus V3. So by using this, we are going to derive an equation for the effective resistance in series. Effective resistance, that is nothing but the total resistance of the series. So let R1, R2, R3 are the resistors which are connected in series connection. Across them V1, V2, V3 are the voltmeters voltage reading of the R1, R2, R3 respectively. You have to write those things. So the total resistance here, we are going to find out the total resistance in the series connection. So if you see here, which value is changing here? We know the value of current here? No. We know the values of R1, R2, R3. Yes, we know that R1, R2 and R3. So to calculate that thing, first what we have to do here, we have to calculate the total voltage here which is given. So the total voltage can be calculated as total voltage, that is nothing but V equal to, we can take this V reading, it is the sum of the voltage of the V1, V2 and V3. So this total voltage is equal to how much? V1 plus V2 plus V3. We already say that the voltage between, the potential difference between this point and this point will be equal to the sum of V1 and V2 and V3. So instead of these three voltmeters, I can connect single voltmeter here. So whatever the sum of V1, V2, V3 is going to show in this voltmeter. Right? For that reason, we are taking the different values. So therefore, V equal to what here? V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Since we have three resistors, we have three different voltmeters. Right? So in diagram don't show like this. You have to show only the voltmeters. Now we have to find out the volts, or we have to find out the total voltage. So we have the Ohm's law. By Ohm's law, what is V? V equal to I into R. V equal to what? V equal to I into R. Alright, we know that since in series connection, current will remain constant. So here current will be constant. I is equal to constant. It is not changing. So what is R here? If you are taking the total voltage here we have to take the total resistance. So R is equal to what here? It is equal to RS. That is nothing but total resistance. That is nothing but total resistance in series connection. In series connection. So RS is the total resistance in series connection. In the same manner, what is the value of V1? By the Ohm's law we know that V is equal to I into R. So the current flowing through this circuit is what? It is constant one. So that I am going to take V1 as I. Now what is the resistance here? It is R1. So I into R1. Next, what is the value of V2? That is nothing but I into R2. What is the value of V3? That is nothing but I into R3. I into R3. So substitute all the values of V1, V2 and V3 into the equation number 1. To the equation number 1. We have to substitute all these values into equation number 1. So what is the equation is going to come here? It will be I into RS. It will be I into RS. So the total voltage will be what? It is I into RS. Right. I into RS equal to what? It will be I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. Right. So if we take here, we can take the I constant. If we take I constant here, I into RS equal to I in the bracket R1 plus R2 plus R3. So I can cancel what is come here. That is nothing but RS. That is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the total resistance in series connection. This is the total resistance in series connection where RS equal to total resistance. RS equal to what? It is total resistance or effective resistance. Or effective resistance, which can be denoted as RS, or it is which can be denoted as REFF, R effective, or it can be denoted as R dash. So it is up to you. Always take RS. That is nothing but resistor in series connection. Resistor in series connection. Therefore, RS equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So by this we can define the total resistance in series connection. So the total resistance in series connection is the sum of the resistance of the total resistor. It is the sum of the resistance of the each resistor which is present in that circuit. So if we take given the two resistors, instead of three resistors, if they given the two resistors, then the effective resistance will become RS equal to R1 plus R2. If they given the four resistors which are connected in the series, then the total resistance in the series will become RS equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So always remember the series, the total resistance in series connection will be sum of the resistance of the each resistor. It is sum of the resistance of the each resistor. So total resistance. So total resistance in series connection. In series connection is the sum of the resistance of each resistor. It is sum of the resistance of the each resistor. Each resistor. If number of resistors are 10, then R is equal to R1 plus R2 up to R10. If the resistors are number of the resistors is equal to n, then R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus so on up to Rn. So how many resistors are there? Depending on that, we are going to take the sum of those resistance of those resistors. Then it will be effective resistance in series connection. So this is about the series connection and this is about the formula for the series connection. So remember this formula. Depending on this formula only they are going to ask the questions. So this is all about series connection. Remember one thing about the series connection. Always remember that the current through series connection will be constant, but voltage is going to change. Voltage is going to drop. So that the voltage drop is can be calculated by using the formula that is nothing but V into I into R. So V equal to I into R. Voltage drop across R1 is equal to I into R1. Voltage drop across R2 is equal to I into R2. Voltage drop across R3 is equal to 1. It will be equal to I into R3. So this is about series connection. Now next we are going to discuss about the another system, that is nothing but resistors in parallel connection. So already we discussed about the resistor in series connection. So what is the resistors in the parallel connection? First of all, what is the parallel connection? Again take the example of few people only. So there is a three students. That is first student, second student and the third student. Right? Or you can take only two students here. Right, they are standing by one behind one another. This student is standing behind this person. So if he is standing behind this person, if they connect their hands, the right hand of this person is going to connect it to the right hand of the another person. In the same manner, the left hand of this person is going to connect it to the left hand of another person. So this type of connection is nothing but it is the parallel connection. But in series connection, when you see that the left hand of the first person is connected to the right hand of the second person. The left hand of the second person is connected to the right hand of the third person. In the same manner, that is known as series connection. If we take the parallel connection here, the right hand should be connected to the right hand of the second person and left hand should be connected to the left hand of the second person. So when we can say that it is a parallel connection. Right? So we can say that if we take the resistor instead of this students, if we take three resistors, this is the first resistor, this is the second resistor, and this is the third resistor. So if you have to say all three resistors are connected in the parallel connection. So if we take the left hand like this is also left hand. The left hand, both the left hand should be connected to the single point only, like the example of the student. So if they are connected to single point, so that we have to connect by using a wire, these persons. In the same manner, if this third resistor should be connected in parallel with both first two resistors, it also should connect it to a single wire, single point. In the same manner, these points are also connected to a single point only, single line. So then we can say that this connection is parallel. So this is going to be connected to a source. This is going to be connected to a source. That source is nothing but voltage source, which is a battery. To that we are going to connect an ammeter. To that we are going to connect an ammeter, which is going to show the total reading. Plus, minus, and this is the voltage. This is the voltage. So let this resistors as R1, R2, R3. Now check this terminal which is connected here. It is the plus. So this will be the also plus, which is connected to the positive. This point is also connected to the positive, therefore it is also plus. It is also connected to the positive terminal, so it is also going to be plus. In the same manner, if you take the left hand side, this terminal, this end is connected to the minus terminal here. This end also connected to minus terminal here. This end is also connected to the minus terminal. So see here, it is also connected to minus terminal. If you see here, the positive, that is nothing but one end of each resistor is connected to single point. In the same manner, the other end are also connected to the single point. Because of that, it is known as parallel connection. It is known as parallel connection. If this positive is connected to this negative of the first resistor, then it will be a series connection. But it is not connected like that. So this is a parallel connection. Right? In the parallel connection, you already know that in the series connection, the current will be remain same, but voltage is going to change. That is nothing but it is going to fluctuate. So, what are the parameter points should be considered here in the series parallel connection? So, for that reason, again I am going to take another example. Another example. So, if you take a pipe is connected like this, big pipe. Again we are going to pour 1000 liter of water, 100 liter of water again, like the first case. But whatever the amount of the voltage supply we are giving here, in that same manner the amount of current is going to flow. In the same way, if you take the amount of water we are giving here, that amount of water is going to flow through the pipes. So these pipes are, see here, the pipes are divided into three. This wire is divided into three. In the same manner, these pipes are also going to be divided into three pipes. This is the first pipe, this is the second pipe, and this is the third pipe. Next, this will be the pipe A, this will be the B, and this will be the C. So we are supplying 1000 liter of water, 100 liter of water. So is it possible then in A pipe, in B pipe, in C pipe, each pipe is going to contain 100 liter of water only? Is it possible? The amount of water will be same in each and every case. Is it possible? If the amount of current or water we are supplying 100 liter, the amount of total water which is equal to how much? 100 plus 100 plus 100, it is equal to 300 liters. Is it possible that whatever the amount we are giving, it is going to give more amount of water? No, it is not possible. So the whatever the water we are providing here, it is going to divide into three cases, A, B and C. So the some amount of water from the 100 liter is going to go into the A pipe, some amount of water is going to go into the B pipe, some amount of water is going to go from the C pipe. So the water is dividing here. Water is dividing here. So the total water which is going from the A, B, C is equal to the total water. So the amount of water from A plus amount of water from B plus amount of water from C is equal to total water. So the whatever the water provided here, it is divided into three equal parts, or equal parts into three parts. In the same manner, if we take the current here, now flow of water one, it is the water current. In the same manner, we have the flow of charge. In the same manner, we have the flow of charge. So what is the flow of charge here? It will be nothing but current. So if we provide the current here, the current from these three resistors, it is divided. The whatever the total current which is flowing here, that is nothing but I. It is going to like the water only. It is going to divide into three parts. It is going to divide into three parts. So the current flowing through the first resistor will be I1, second resistor will be the I2, and third resistor will be the I3. Like this case, here also current is going to change. Current is going to change. Like in series connection, the current is constant, but in the parallel connection, current is changing like this. Right. Therefore, in parallel connection, the current changes. That is nothing but fluctuates. Current changes. So whatever the current is going here, it is going to divide into three parts. First part, second part, third part. So the current is not same. Current is not same. So if you check here, the whatever the water we have provided here, these three pipes are again connected to a single pipe only. What will happen? The amount of water will be how much? It is equal to 100 liters again. So after this connection, whatever the current which is coming out here, it will be equal to how much? It will be equal to the initial current, that is nothing but the total current only. In the same manner, the potential difference across these points. So if you check here, this is this point and this is this point. So whatever the potential difference which is given here, so let this be the voltmeter which is connected to this point. So whatever the potential difference which we have supplied here, it will be equal to here same at this point and this point, it will be same only. Right, in the same manner, if these three resistors R1, R2 and R3 connected to this same point, then the voltage across this connection will remain same. Voltage across this connection will remain same. Right, all the resistors are connected to a single point, same point. Initial point of this is connected to this, initial point of this is connected to this point, initial point of this connected to this point. So here the potential is same. Also here the potential is also same. Because of that thing, we can say that potential difference or voltage in case of parallel connection, it will remain constant. it will remain constant. Therefore, in parallel connection, voltage remains constant. In parallel connection, voltage remains constant. Voltage remains constant. So then we can say that like in the series connection, voltage is changing, current is constant. Here the current is changing but voltage is constant. So we can directly find out the voltage like this. This ammeter is connected to find out the total current. So here we are going to connect another ammeter to calculate the current, and here we are going to connect second ammeter. Here we are going to calculate the current I2. Here we are going to connect third ammeter where we are going to calculate the current I3. Right. So this is about the parallel connection. Now next we are going to derive an equation for the total resistance in the parallel connection. Total resistance in the parallel connection. So if you see here, which value is changing here? Current, right? And which value is not changing here? Voltage. So which value we have to calculate here? We have to calculate the total current which is flowing through this connection. So how you are going to calculate the total current flowing through this setup or this circuit diagram? That is nothing but the total current flowing through this circuit is the sum of the current flowing through the R1, current flowing through the R2 and current flowing through the R3. So R1, R2, R3 are the resistors, I1, I2, I3 are the current which are flowing through the R1, R2, R3 respectively. So to find out the total current, we have the value, that is nothing but total current, that is nothing but total current, that is nothing but I. Right, therefore I equal to what? It will be equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So whatever the current which is flowing here or whatever the current which is coming back here, it is nothing but what? It is the sum of the current flowing through R1, R2 and R3. So therefore I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, right? So by Ohm's law we know that. By Ohm's law we know that I equal to V divided by R. If you remember the Ohm's law triangle, I equal to V by R. So let the effective resistance or total resistance. So the total resistance being RP. So the total resistance, to find out the total current here, we should require total resistance. That is nothing but the total resistance which considers R1, R2 and R3. So let that total resistance be the RP. Total resistance be the RP. Therefore, I equal to we can say that it will be RP total resistance. Let this be that thing only. So the current I1 is equal to what? It will be equal to here. Voltage is same across these things, so V divided by R1. That will be equal to what? That will be equal to V divided by R1. Therefore, I2 is equal to what? It will be equal to V divided by R2. The current flowing through the R2 resistor is equal to what? It will be V divided by R2. In the same manner, the current flowing through the I3, which is equal to V divided by R3. So the total current flowing here, that is equal to I equal to V by Rs. So substituting these values into the equation number 1, this equation. So what is this going to come? It will be V divided by Rs equal to V divided by R1 plus V divided by R2 plus V divided by R3. So if you take the common value outside, it will become what? It will be V divided by Rs equal to V in the bracket 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So we can cancel, right? Therefore what will remain? It will be 1 by Rp equal to not Rs, it will be Rp. 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by Rp. So this is the effective resistance or total resistance in parallel connection. The formula to calculate the total resistance in parallel connection. That is nothing but what? It is 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So by this we can define the total resistance in the parallel connection. Total resistance in the parallel connection we can define that the reciprocal of the total resistance in parallel connection is the sum of the resistance of sum of the reciprocals of the resistance of the each resistor. Sum of the resistance of the reciprocal of the each resistor. Right? So if you take here 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. In the calculation, we have to calculate Rp so that at last whatever the value which is going to come here, we have to reciprocate it. We have to take it as Rp. So the formula for 1 by total resistance is 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. If the number of resistors which is given as 2, so we are going to calculate it as 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is the total resistance in case of two resistors which are connected in parallel connection. So why we are finding these things? Because we are going to merge everything into a single resistor. And we have to know the values, what will be the values of the current and what will be the values of voltage. We should provide to this circuit. For that reason we are using the series connection as well as parallel connection. So this is about the parallel connection. I hope everything is clear. In the same manner, whatever we discussed in the series connection, in this case also you have to remember that in parallel connection, the voltage is going to remain same, but the current is going to change. But in series connection, the current is not changing, but voltage is changing. Right? Next, let us consider some extra points related to the series connection as well as parallel connection. So these extra points is going to help you in the directly calculating some answers of some questions. Right? If they are asked for the 2 marks or 3 marks, you are directly going to come to a conclusion that this will be the answer for that question. So what are those extra points? For that reason, I am going to take some resistors. Let the number of resistors will be n. So I am going to take R1, R2, R3, so up to Rn resistors. I am going to take n number of resistors. Right? All the resistors which are here are connected in series as well as parallel. So the whatever the resistors which are using here are having the same resistance. This number of resistors, that is nothing but up to n number. Resistors are having the same resistance, that is nothing but R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to R4 equal to Rn equal to R. So whatever the value here, if it is containing 10 ohms, R2 is also going to contain 10 ohms, which is also going to have the value of 10 ohms. So up to Rn, how many resistors we are connected here? Up to Rn, those resistors are having the same resistance of R. Why? They have same resistance. If they have same resistance, so we have this much of resistors, that is nothing but up to Rn, and we have the resistance value as R. So we have to calculate the total resistance in series connection as well as total resistance in parallel connection. So first, total resistance in series connection. So what is the total resistance in series connection? If you remember the formula, that is nothing but Rs equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So therefore Rs equal to what? It will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus so on up to Rn. So already I told you that the series connection, the total resistance will be the sum of the resistance of the individual resistor. So this will be the formula for the Rs. Therefore we can say that Rs equal to what is the value of R1 here? It is equal to R only, since all the resistors are having the same resistance. Therefore Rs equal to R plus R plus R plus R plus so on up to plus R. Since Rn is also going to contain the same resistor, that is nothing but R. Therefore R is equal to what? R is equal to what? Let the number of resistors as 10 ohms. 10 ohms. The number of resistors are 5. and each resistor are having the same resistance. So how we are going to write it as 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. It will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 15. So what we are going to do here,